Hi friends, it's Miss Alyssa here in Occupational Therapy. It's great to see you guys today. I am here to do the very last video for Occupational Therapy for the 2020-2021 school year. And I am combining this video. So this video will be for preschool, first grade, second graders, and third graders who need to practice their writing and cutting skills. So we're going to start with our warm-up. We have a special craft. And then we are going to do our self-help skills. So let's get started. We're going to do something familiar to you. A lot of you need to work on your pencil grip and have a hard time using these three fingers to hold your pencil. So we are going to use eyebrow tweezers. We'll need a cup and some cotton balls this week. And we're going to practice using that writing grasp. So you can see I am using my thumb, my pointer, and my middle finger to open and close these tweezers. So you practice that first, and then once you get really good at squeezing them closed and opening them, you're gonna pick up some cotton balls and put them in a cup. So we're gonna pick up, put in, pick up, and put in. And you'll need 10 to 12 cotton balls for this. And we're gonna keep going, and notice how I'm using my left hand to stabilize the cup, working on that bilateral integration, using two hands together and bringing hands to midline. And we're all done with that. So you guys can just pause the video and do that a couple times. We're going to move on to bin number 2. So I had a special request from a couple of my school agers to make a very special craft for the very last session. And we are going to make Peppa Pig. So you will need pink construction paper, and scissors, a glue stick, and a pink marker and a black marker. So you can just bring out your whole marker box and get your pink and black marker. So Miss Alyssa is going to grab hers. I already took them out. Pink and black. And the last thing that you're going to need is a medium-sized circle to trace. So I have a big one and a medium one. You'll need the medium one that takes up about half of your sheet of construction paper. So the first thing you're going to do is lay your pink construction paper flat in front of you. And then taking your circle tracer, we're going to put it to one side of our construction paper, close to the edge so we have room. And we're going to take our pink marker, because Peppa Pig has a pink line around his head. And we're going to practice holding that tracer down. Using our proper pencil or marker grasp, we're going to trace a circle. And you have a circle on one side of your construction paper. Now we have to make Peppa Pig's nose. And it is in the shape of an oval. So we're going to practice making an oval. Now if you have something to trace in your house that is in the shape of an oval, you can use that, or you can have a grown-up help you draw an oval. And sometimes it's helpful to trace on dots, so if a grown-up wants to make some dots for you to trace, that is really helpful. So I'm going to make an oval right next to my circle. So you can see we have two shapes, an oval and a circle. And they're about similar in size and height, but you can see an oval is long and narrow, like an egg shape. Now we're going to practice cutting out these shapes, and I know a lot of you have goals to cut out shapes. So if it's helpful for you, you can always have a grown-up draw an arrow so you know how to get to the shape. And you can cut on that arrow to get to the shape to cut it out. We're going to start with our circle. Make sure you're holding your scissors the right way, thumb up. And don't forget to turn the paper when you're cutting around a circle. And we always say in order to be slow and steady wins the race. That means do not cut too fast or choppy. And we have a circle for Peppa's head. Now we have to cut out his nose. Now, when you're done cutting out his nose, do not throw away his scraps, because we need to make his ears. That's his nose. We need to make his ears. So the way that we're going to make his ears is we're going to take our scrap and we're going to draw 2 little ears on the bottom of our paper. So they look like rainbows. And you can see I drew 2 little rainbow ears on the bottom of my scrap paper. And I'm going to practice cutting those out. And if that is too hard for you to cut, or if your hands are tired from cutting, you can have a grown-up cut them out for you. And sometimes it's better to just get rid of the scrap and cut a smaller piece of paper. So we have Peppa's ears. All right, now we're going to put Peppa Pig together. So the first thing we're going to do is put his nose and his head together. Now Peppa's nose is up very high on his head. So we're going to glue the oval sideways, sticking out of the side of his head up high. So you might need X's for glue. And when you're done, he'll look like this. So you can see his nose is sticking out. And then we're going to put on his ears. So you might need, I'm going to put dots for glue, just so you see where his ears go. His ears go up here. Just like that. He's starting to look like Peppa. And then you're going to take that pink marker and right under his ears, we're going to draw 2 eyes. 2 eyes. Make sure you're using your pink marker. So we're going to draw 2 circles. Just like that. And then he has a pupil or a little black dot in the bottom of his eye. He's starting to look like a pig. And then we're going to get that pink marker again. And we're going to put the details on his nose, his mouth, and his cheek. So for his nose, at the very end of his nose, we're going to draw a curve. Just like that. And 2 ovals to make his nostrils. And you have nostrils in your nose. 2 little holes in your nose to breathe. And then we're going to make Peppa's mouth in the middle. And don't forget he has a little cheek. Now I was watching the cartoon and he has a little cheek right here. Your cheek. So we're going to make a little circle for his cheek. And practice coloring in the lines. This is good practice for everyone because I know a lot of you are working on coloring in the lines. So when you're done, you have Peppa Pig. And we did it. We made Peppa Pig together. So I know a lot of you have been waiting for that. So if you are in preschool, you can fast forward through this next exercise and practice writing your name on the back of Peppa Pig. But if you are in kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, or even 3rd grade, I have a writing activity for you. And you can see I made my own highlight paper. And I took some sentences from the Peppa Pig website. And these are things that Peppa talks about in his cartoon. So he calls his mom Mummy with a U. And I think that's because he's British or English. So Mummy Pig is cooking. George is blowing bubbles. And Peppa Pig feeds the fish. So you can go ahead and pause the video and copy these sentences in your best handwriting. And you can see how my letters are sitting on the line, staying in the yellow, and there are good spaces between my words. And don't forget your period at the end of the sentence. All right, go ahead and pause if you need more time, or have it drawn up, write the sentence and you can copy it. We're gonna move on to bin number 3, and we have button snaps, zips, and shoe tying. So in preschool, a lot of you are working on buttoning. So go ahead and grab a garment with buttons and practice opening and closing. So open and close. So pick up your button like a penny, put it in the slot, look on the other side and pull it through. We're going to do that 3 more times. Peekaboo, pull it through. Peekaboo, pull it through. Peekaboo, pull it through. Now a lot of you are working on opening, so don't forget to open buttons too. If you're working with me, open. We're going to move on to zipping. Grab your garment with a zipper. You can actually put it on at this time of year, because anybody who's working on zipping should really be practicing at this time of year, at the very end of the school year, zipping while you have your jacket on. So take that little car, put it in the garage, hold the bottom, and pull up. And don't forget snaps, because a lot of us forget snaps. And that is really a matter of hand strength and lining up the snap. So find a jacket or jeans with a snap, put it on the table flat in front of you, open, and practice closing. Now listen for that pop. And this is something where you have to use your eyes and hands together. So make sure that you use your eyes and hands together. The last thing we're going to do is tie shoes. So go ahead and plug in your laces. Plug in. Plug in. You have your 2 loops, pinch them in the middle. Make an X, save that space underneath. Take the lace that is behind or closest to you. Push it down through the tunnel. Pinch and pull. Bring your laces back up. Make an X, save that space. Take the lace that's behind or closer to your body, pinch and pull. And you tied your shoe. And that's it for our last session. Thank you so much again for always watching and participating in OT. And thanks for all of the extra things that you do at home to build fine motor skills. I will see you guys live next year. I hope you have a great summer. I might post another video on YouTube just to keep up your skills in the summer. In the meantime, all of these videos are available that we've done over the past 1.5 years, so keep watching and keep practicing. Have a great day.